Welcome to Rise and Shine, your daily business tech boost with me, Charly Leetham. If you're a small business owner looking to simplify technology and get real, actionable advice from someone with 35 years of IT experience, you're in the right place. Every episode, I'll dive into tools and systems like email, CRM, marketing and tracking, and I'll break them down into bite-sized tips you can use straight away. Your time is valuable, so let's get straight to the point. It's time to work smarter, not harder. Rise and Shine, eat your dose of business tech inspiration with me, Charly Leetham, episode number 615 today. We're going to be talking about browser and extensions and whether they're putting your business at risk, whether they're putting your own personal safety at risk and stuff as well, your own safety, security at risk. We all love browser extensions, right? They make our life easier and with quick tools, shortcuts and integrations. However, some of those tiny add-ons could be a massive security risk for our business, and we're going to break that down. We're going to look at the hidden dangers of extensions. We're going to talk about real-world consequences and what you can do to protect yourself. So what are some of the dangers with the browser extensions? Well, extensions often request excessive permissions. So many extensions ask for access or more access than they really need, like full access to your browsing history or the ability to read every web page you visit. That's like giving strangers the key to your office and just to water a plant. You know, they don't need all of that information. Well, they might not need all of that information. There are some outright malicious designed to capture, or there are some outright malicious extensions that are designed to capture keystrokes, logging credentials, or sensitive company information. And because they run inside your browser, they can quietly operate in the background without raising any alarm. So there can be some malicious things out there. I'm going to cover some of this off shortly. It's going to raise some of the issues here. Even legitimate extensions can sell user data. Not all the danger comes from hackers. Some extensions are free because they make money by collecting and selling user behavior data to advertisers. For a business, that could expose client information without anyone realizing it. Just remember, if something is free, that normally means you're the product, not the product. You're the product, not the customer. Some of these extensions, they're fantastic, but they are written by people who have little experience. So they may have good intentions, but their coding practices aren't great. They could introduce loopholes, holes for attackers. Vulnerabilities in extensions are like unlocked windows in your offices. You might never notice it until it's too late. An extension can update silently, changing their behavior overnight. Perhaps the scariest part is extensions can auto-update. A safe extension today might become dangerous tomorrow if it's sold to a shady developer or outdated with malicious features. So there are some risks and real-world consequences to this. I've already covered some of those. Employees can install extensions without approval. Generally, it creates shadow IT, as I discussed in a couple of episodes ago. That bypasses the company's official security protocols and opens hidden backdoors. There can be data breaches through compromised extensions. A single compromised extension could leak confidential business emails, financial data, customer records. Once data leaves the browser, it's nearly impossible to control. There's the productivity lost from distracting or malicious add-ins. Some extensions aren't dangerous but are distracting, like games or constant notifications. Others slow down browsers and cause crashes, which eat away at the productivity. That's my biggest one, is the productivity you lose because an extension goes haywire and just slows everything down. You might have compliance violations in regulated industries. So if your business operates under HIPAA or GDPR or other strict privacy laws, an insecure extension could put you out of compliance and trigger fines and audits. There are case studies of businesses harmed by extension misuse. Real-world examples use Chrome extensions that were caught stealing credit card data, or add-ons with millions of downloads that turned into spyware after being sold to the new owners. So there are some real things. I don't want to sort of scare everyone and say you shouldn't be using extensions, but I really do want to point out that there are things that you need to consider that you might not have considered. So how do we manage this and how do we reduce our risks? Okay, well, first of all, you need policies for approved extensions. Start with a clear company policy. Decide which extensions are safe and approved and block others. Employees shouldn't be left guessing. Now, if you're running with subcontractors and you've got subcontractors working with you, you do need to sort of say to them, look, these are the extensions I've approved. You've got to consider what extensions you're running on your browsers today. Here's all of our compliance documentation. You need to make sure you're in compliance with that. So you've got that flow-on effect as well. Use enterprise browser management tools. So if you've got staff and you've got an IT setup, tools from Google and Microsoft and other third-party vendors allow IT teams to control which extensions can be installed and will enforce restrictions across the company. Regularly audit the extensions on your devices. It's not just enough to set the policies. You've got to go and run audits. You've got to see what's actually installed. You need to remove anything suspicious. Now, even if you're not running a full IT organization and you are just a solo operator, go through the extensions on your browser regularly. Have a look at them. See if you're still using them. Delete them if you don't need them. Make sure you're educating your employees and your subcontractors on the risks as well. Many employees don't realize an extension could be as risky as downloading unknown software. Training helps them think twice before clicking that add to Chrome. Favor minimal trusted extensions over convenience first choices. Stick to what's essential. As I said, stick to what's essential. Every extra extension is another doorway. The fewer you have and the more reputable the developer, the safer your business will be. I feel like I'm Chicken Little here, running around saying the sky is falling, the sky is falling. It's not really falling. It's not really that. It's not. It may not be that bad, but you do have to be aware of it. You need to be managing it. If you're not aware of it and you're not managing it, the onus is on you. So browser extensions may look small, but they can open up big problems for your business if they're left unchecked or unaudited. Set clear policies, audit regularly, educate your team, and you can enjoy the benefits of extensions without putting your company at great risk. In security, it's the little things that often matter the most, and browser extensions are just a perfect example of that. All right, guys, what do you reckon? Do you use extensions? Have you thought about these little risks that could occur? I know that I come across things every now and again. It's like, add this to Chrome. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want another extension on my browser. I don't even know what you're going to do for me. So do you use extensions? Have you had problems with them? I've certainly had problems with extensions just failing and causing my browser to not behave nicely. It's a real pain. I would love to know your feedback on that one. I would also like to know if you have any questions. If I have said something that's asked more questions than I've answered, I'd love to hear from you. Come across to my community, askcharlyleetham.locals.com. You can join the conversation there. You can always leave comments on the videos wherever you are watching or listening to them. I will get to them eventually. If this video was useful, I would really appreciate it if you give it a like, maybe share it with someone. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell so you find out when I drop more content. And I will see you guys all, not tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. Bye. Hey there, thanks so much for tuning in to Rise and Shine, your daily business tech boost. I hope today's episode gave you some actionable insights that will make your business tech work smarter for you. If you found value, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with other small business owners who could use a daily boost. For more tips, tools, and resources, visit www.askcharlyleetham.com. Until next time, keep rising, keep shining, and let's make tech simple together.